It's a great day in SimWorld, everybody. Good morning and welcome to SimWorld Today. I'm B-Ron. Alongside me is my co-host for the morning, Rick Blaze. Good morning, man. How are you doing?
Hello, B-Run. How are you? I'm doing just fine. I just have to say, I don't know what other co-hosts on this show or any show starts do their show draped in Versace, but this one does.
Well,
Man, that's
hey,
all I got to say. Good morning.
good morning, man. Look, that's why you're the man, right? Versace, and all that stuff and all that.
Uh,
Anyway, look, let's jump right into the show, shall we? Uh, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about some SWBA first, and Victor Webben Yama. That name is one that I'm struggling to pronounce this morning, but I think I got it right on the third time. Victor Wembanyama, the rookie
Don't worry about it.
first.
Just Victor. Just call him Victor. We
Hey,
understand. Yama.
right,
Just
look.
call him Victor.
He is taking the league by storm in his rookie season. Uh, when they first picked him, I said, "Man, he's tall, he's lanky. I think his height is going to be a clear advantage." But I didn't know how effective he'd really be in the rookie season, and he's balling out, as the kids say in these days. Is it a one man race for him being the rookie of the year?
I don't know if it's not a one-man race, but I think he's the clear favorite. Victor Wembanyama reminds me of, remember, I was a kid, and some of you guys can remember too, and I had a goal in my room. And I will run and play on the goal, and the goal was just all I had to do was jump just barely, and I can dunk it. He looks like that. He looks like he's playing Nerf basketball in his bedroom. That's how
Yeah.
close he is to the rim just naturally when he
Hmm.
raises his hands. It looks really weird to see an NBA player look like what I used to look like when I was 8 years old. But it's
Yeah.
between him and Chet Holman, Holgren. Now I'm getting
Yeah.
the names
Holmgren.
Holmgren. Now
Yeah.
I'm getting the names wrong. That's what happened when it's early. But I do think that Victor does win this. He's averaging a double double, which is nothing to sneeze at. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting almost 50% from the field. So that's a great year. That's borderline NBA All Star stats right there. So I think
Hmm.
he's a clear favorite to win it. I do have a personal homer that I think he's not going to win, but he's my favorite rookie, and that's the Houston Rockets' Cam Whitmore, who's been acting a dog when he gets a chance. Remind me of a young Westbrook. But as far as rookie of the year, I got to go with Victor Wembanyama for that.
Yeah. I do think that it, I think it's difficult to do when you talk about guys who play different positions and have different, ability makeups, that kind of thing. Because you look at Wembanyama, you look at Holmgren, they're not the same kind of player. So you can't really compare the numbers and say, oh, well, yeah, Wembanyama has 10.1 rebound per game, where Holmgren only has 7.6. Clearly, that comparing the two, clearly that gives what Wembanyama the advantage, and he has that full easy ticket to rookie of the year. Um, I don't think he does either. Just again because anything can happen. Really, you know what I mean? Somebody can get hurt or somebody just falls off second half of the season. Things happen. So I don't think it's a runaway situation either. I will say that, what Victor this season, like I said, putting up great numbers in his rookie season, and he's already kind of putting himself into good company in terms of Spurs bigs already, just in his
Hmm.
first season. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, those guys, the guys that I remember watching on Spurs growing up. He's definitely I think he's definitely has potential if he keeps playing like he is now to be in that echelon in terms of production and notoriety. Will the rings follow? Don't know, but he's in that category for me
Yeah,
right now. Anyway.
and he's one of those, I guess, what you can call a new age big. He's big only in size. He's not
Mhm.
a post up, but not even in weight, just in height, right? But
Right.
he's not a primary post up guy. He's not going to beat you in the paint like that. I mean, he's going to beat you in the paint because he's seven
He
foot six.
can,
You just
yeah.
throw it at the rim type of thing. But he's
Right.
not a post up. And let me just so you know, I don't know what we
Yeah.
call these guys. These hybrids, we're getting more and more of them.
Mhm,
Your
mhm.
Chets, your Victors, and things alike who are tall, and so by looks you call them bigs, but by actual skill set they don't play like a big. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know what the name is. I'm gonna think about that. The NBA Silver need to work on that. We need to figure out what they call. We call these guys, but they're. I guess you can call. I don't know. Stretch wings, big tall wings. I don't know. Turkey wings. Are they turkey wings? They're not chicken wings. They're too bigs. Maybe they're turkey wings. So we're
I
gonna
like
call
it.
them turkey wings. So Victor's a turkey wing, and not a true big. And so, but yeah, he's my favorite so far for rookie of the year. Again, like you said, anything can happen. Chet's play well. Some other guys have played well as well. But as far as the rings with San Antonio, I think we're a long ways away from that. This team is not good at all, and I don't know if Popovich is going to make it the whole interim of uh to see what Victor can become. I think
Yeah.
he's the foundational piece, and then things are going to happen after that.
Yeah, I think Pop is he's closer to exiting than he is to stay in longer. You know what I mean? At this point,
100%.
been around for a long time, and I don't see him sticking around too much longer. A couple more years at least. But Wembanyama right now, clear favorite for Rookie of the Year. I don't think it's a one man race. But I also don't think that him by himself, even with the ability that he has and the skills he has with his height, is going to be enough to get the team a championship. You need other guys around. You need your Tony Parkers, your Manu Ginobili's. You need those guys.
Yeah, those guys not walking through the door though, but I understand what you mean.
Yeah, yeah. They're definitely not walk through the door anytime soon. Those guys are also further out from staying away than coming back. Uh, Speaking of coming back though, we talked about it yesterday on the show. Spring training is here. Pitches and catches are reporting, getting close to that kind of thing. And one of those is Justin Verlander, pitcher for the Houston Astros.
Amen.
And, there's some concerns about him being ready for opening day. He's dealing with a shoulder issue right now and all that kind of stuff. And, my concern is that, he's 41 years old. And like I said, he's currently dealing with these shoulder issues and everything. Uh, is he still going to be able to pitch at a high level like he did back in 2002?
Let
Or
me say this,
I'm
B-Run.
sorry, I'm sorry, 2022.
Let me say this, B-Run. As a local Houstonian and an Astros fan, I don't give a damn about no regular season. I don't need him ready for opening day. So, rest your shoulder, bro. Wait till October. That's when we turn up the juice, baby. The juice box is gonna be full in October. We're going for another championship. We just locked up some more players. Yo, Verlander, take your time. There's no rush. We need you to play at some point during the regular season, get some rhythm going, to get everything worked out. But bro, pro season. We not worried about no regular season. Y'all can have all that. Yankees trash. Dodgers trash. Everybody else trash. And speaking of trash, if we gotta beat them with trash cans to get another dub, another championship, goddamn, that's what we gonna do. Dubs. Yeah, he gonna be
I
fine. Y'all relax.
Because looking back at you know 2022, he pitched in 28 games. He had is 18-4, ERA of 1.75, which is very good. Then 2023, ERA was a little bit higher, 3.31. He went 7-3, pitched in 11 games, and
Hmm.
then for the Mets, when he played for them last season as well, 3.15 ERA, 6-5, 16 games. Obviously he has declined as the years have gone on, and that's going to happen, obviously. But shoulder issues are no joke, especially for a pitcher.
Yeah,
So
and and a,
I'm on the
and a
fence
lot of
about it.
and a lot of that has to do with he played for the Mets. When you play for the Mets, things go wrong in your career. Besides Bobby Bonilla, he's the only person that's
Yeah.
still winning from the Mets. Usually, when you play for the Mets, it's a downside. So he probably threw his shoulder out, trying to overcompensate for the infertility that the New York Mets organization had. So that's why he came back to Houston because he said, you know what? The grass ain't greener. H-Town is where it's at. We're not worried about the shoulder. He's probably not a number one as he used to be, right?
Right,
But as
right,
a
right.
number, can you imagine Verlander coming as your number 3 starter? That's
Yeah,
nasty. He gonna be
yeah,
fine.
yeah. I just I don't know, man. I usually when you see things like this happen, it's usually not a good sign, especially for a guy his age. I'm a little bit apprehensive. Y'all know I don't like to speculate, and I'm not going to, but I am apprehensive about what's to come this season for Verlander. Because top guy obviously, and obviously you decline with age most times. So I'm unsure. I'm unsure. Like
As my
I'll leave it
grandmother
I'll
would
leave it
say,
there.
we need to rub a little tussin on that shoulder area. The little rubber tussin gonna get all that cleared up. Just a little tussin. He'll be all right.
That look, I can't argue with grandma there, right? Well, look, man, let's get into our final topic of the day. Gotta talk some SimWorld prep basketball here. Look, we got two teams that are on extremely long win streaks here, or I guess they were anyway. One of them was anyway. Uh, Philadelphia Elite. They, according to what I have here, looks like they lost their win streak. I must have missed that one somewhere in there
No,
somehow.
they've been rolling, B-Run. B-Run, B-Run. They've been rolling right now.
They won 9 in a row, right?
Yeah, they're rolling. B, they
Yeah.
are rolling
Okay,
right now.
okay, alright. I'm not crazy, So, yeah, 9 in a row for Philadelphia Elite, and Zombie Stars are 5 won 5 in a row, and they're extremely hot right now. Both those teams have games today. Uh, Heartland takes on Showtime later on this evening, and then Philadelphia earlier today, they're playing Storm of the East. They're going there to play their game. Um, do you see either of those teams losing or today, or they both continue their win streaks?
In the words of Jigga, this topic only gets half a bar. No, they're not losing. Especially Philadelphia. I mean, they're gonna walk the dog today. Middle East, they're gonna walk the dog. It is what it is. I'm sorry, it is what it is. People know this already. Now, if you'd have asked me 2 weeks ago about this game between um Showtime and Heartland, I would have told you that Heartland would have been on upset watch. But Showtime lately has been kind of sliding. They've hit that bump in the road, which all teams do. So going on a losing streak isn't something that's like super crazy. All teams have gone on a losing streak. So we're going to see how quickly they can figure some things out. But it's very difficult to try to figure things out with Heartland coming to town because Heartland is not like Santa. They're not bringing gifts, presents, and joy. They're bringing
Yeah.
smash mouth, punch you in the mouth, bully ball. I talked about it on the show yesterday. And they're just a tough team. They have the type of game Heartland does that travels well on the road and at home because I can beat you up any place. All I gotta do is score a few buckets. I'm going to beat you up for 4 quarters. They have that type of game, that type of team, and I don't see Showtime right now uh, pulling out the victory, the upset against Heartland.
I think it's a case of when you're hot, and both these teams are coming into favorable matchups. We'll say today, uh, the international teams have been hot lately, including the North. After my article, and I'm happy for all of that. I really am, but I don't think that today's gonna be the day where one of you takes out Philadelphia Elite. They're too good right now, and
Today is
Heartland,
not the
yeah,
day.
I agree with you, Rick. I think that Showtime's still trying to figure things out. Heartland has it all rolling right now. They're clicking, and we'll see how that goes. I don't think either team is gonna lose uh, today either. But all that being said, that's going to end today's show. Thank you all very much for listening and watching. We appreciate you all as always. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notify bell so you know when all of our videos and shows and streams for games go live here on the channel. And remember, you guys, SimWorld is the only place where you can do what, Rick?
See the game and be the game in Versace.
We'll see you tomorrow.
been a presentation of SimWorld Sports.